we as a debate team, like a debate family, it really like debate family actually has this special spot in my heart. Gitu. Dia macam because I know like Akil and Hisham like never noticed this, but I really macam feel grateful to you guys macam a lot sebenarnya. Hello, assalamualaikum, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm your host for today. My name is Shafika, and welcome to another episode of the Stethocast. So today, we bring to you a very interesting episode, a very interesting topic that we want to discuss about, which is the field of debating and public speaking. So with us today, we have a very interesting, a very special guest, a very special gentleman with us today. So they are both a former debater. So they are very highly specialized and expert in this area. So, gentlemen, would you like to introduce yourself? Maybe we can start with Akil.
Yeah, hi everyone. Hello guys. I'm Akil from year 4 medical student. Currently, I'm in obstetric and gynecology posting. I'm from Terengganu. Nice to meet you all.
Yay! Welcome, Akil from Terengganu. Okay, so the next one we have Hisham.
Alright, my name is Hisham Sansubari. I'm from Selangor. Right now, 4th year medical student as well, batchmate of Akil. And yeah, currently also in obstetrics and gynecology posting. Yeah.
Yay! I highly welcome this both speaker because I know that they are really expert on this area, and I'm really expecting a lot from them today. So so basically why we want to talk about debating today, right? Because maybe like some of the audience might be like, why how can I resonate with this? Like how can I relate with this topic today? So basically debating is not just winning the argument, you know, because debating is a whole different arts, and you know it's all different journey and thing. So to put into context, we are actually all three of us are actually experienced in debates. So we are part of the debate family of FPSK's FSK's debate family of English debate. So we would like to walk you in this journey about what actually debates offers us and why we should try debates. Okay. So this brings us to our very first question to our speakers. So since just how I mentioned just now that this we are all actually experienced in debating, right? So how do you actually start, you know, like end of year, macam mana kita sebenarnya actually involved dalam debate ni, bila kita start and macam mana kenapa kita start debate. So I think this question first we go to, I don't know, Hisham maybe. How do you start debating?
Yeah.
Or why do you start it?
Okay, so I actually started school. I first entered the school debating group in Form 2 actually. So yeah, I was 14 back then. I had no experience. One of the main reasons I started was like because my dad was also a debater. Yeah, so that was like I just like to emulate him lah. Yeah, so I entered and then actually at first like I remember one of my seniors lah. She was very nice, very Kak Ulfa, was her name, and she just like put me in the front just to talk about something. And I remember like I couldn't speak anything. I like almost fainted in the front. I couldn't speak anything. No words came out. And actually after Kak Ufa was really nice to me. She sat me back down. She gave me encouragement and everything. However, actually, I think after that, actually I quit debating. True story.
Okay.
So, however, back afterwards in Form 4, one of my friends, we had this intra-school debate, and he was looking for like one more member. He was one of my best mates, Hakim his name, now in UiTM Law. I just asked me like if I could enter with him, and I said okay, fine. I just want to try something else again. So I entered, and then maybe because I gained a bit more confidence now for 4, and then I'm a bit more experienced. So yeah, I could debate. I mean, he also helped me a lot, obviously. And yeah, I mean, we didn't win that competition, but we did get to the finals. So yeah, and then I guess I found the passion and love, I guess, in debating that time. That's yeah. And then once you start getting better, you start meeting more friends and people. Yeah, you start to enjoy debating. So yeah, that's how I started really.
Yeah, interesting, because like there is like a myth or like a stereotype that someone yang nak masuk debate tu mesti kena pandai cakap English kan. Macam korang pernah dengar tak? Macam that stereotype, macam kalau katakan korang nak masuk debate mesti korang kena pandai cakap depan audience and such. But I think one thing that we can come under consensus is that benda tu sebenarnya tak penting pun, because you actually grow in that journey kan. Sebab macam kalau katakan korang tak pandai, macam kadang-kadang macam kelakar jugalah bila orang cakap bagusnya kau masuk debate, macam pandai Inggeris semua kan. Sebenarnya benda tu actually come second kan. Macam debate tu macam banyak lagi different component and constituent. Okay, so how about Akil? How you start debate and why did you start from the first place?
Okay, so my story was I started debating when I was in Form 4, school debate lah. So at that time, my school teacher approached me and my friends, few of my friends, to enter this debate, district level, Jepun, the district level punya debate. So we were Form 4 that time, and I think that we already given the topic beforehand, so to prepare lah for the debate. That's how the school debate things lah. Not the same like university, right?
Okay.
So yeah, after we got the topic and all, so we started to prepare for the debate. But I don't think that what we did was the correct way of preparing for the debate. And I could say that we did terrible. We are not that good. Our school is not that good, and our teacher need to spoon feed us with all those texts and whatnot, and the information, and teacher need to give us that we could not independently search for the topics or information that I needed. Okay, fast forward to the competition day, and I, as the first speaker that time, I only read, the first competition was I memorized all the texts, I memorized the texts that had been prepared by my teachers. So I just like bluntly memorize it, and up until if the opponent just like, muncullah.
Okay.
Okay. I could not really answer.
POI.
I forgot. So up until if the opponent POI me, I couldn't answer because I didn't really like understand. I just like purely memorizing. So I started bad at debating, and alhamdulillah, our rezeki that fast forward we could enter up until semi-final for the district level with therapy. Maybe because the other schools sucks too. I don't know. Jadi our luck lah. So our semi-final, and we lose with the great school lah in debating. Memang terkenal lah dengan jabatan tu. So at that point of time, I swear to God that I would not enter debate at all in my life. That's it. That's the end of it, because I think that I did really terrible and I couldn't like independently make up my point and whatnot. I need to be spoon-fed by others. And I just like memorize, and after the second, third, fourth round, I just like read from the text, I didn't really know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that's my journey of the debating, and why I started. So basically, I just want to try debating, because my teachers approached me and my friends. I don't know, because she could see the potential, maybe. I didn't really have that patience in the first place. And then Tamhidi came, and Hisham approached me, I think, because they lacked one of the members for the inter-Tamhidi competitions. So with that, I started to like really know how to how to approach on during preparation time with the help of Hisham and also Humaira, our other team members. And during time ini, Alhamdulillah, my Hisham and I, our team, win the Vice Chancellor Cup for 2017. 2016.
Yeah.
So
17.
16 lah. 17. Sebab group Amin 18 right? Group aku 19.
So itulah.
Tapi macam menarik lah korang sebab okay jap, untuk put semua yang tengah mendengar ni into context, sebenarnya POI tu something macam katakan korang tengah cakap, macam akan ada orang macam nak bertanya soalan ke nak apa, kita panggil benda tu POI. Tak macam mencelah dalam debate, kita panggil POI dalam bahasa Inggeris. POI tu macam sebenarnya aku tak tahu stand for what. Is it point of interaction?
Point of information.
Oh, information.
Yeah.
Macam tu. Okay. Tapi macam benda yang macam the thing that macam for me like interesting with like the similarities between both of you is that macam sama approach you guys kan. Tu macam nak start debate tak macam tu kan. Like for me I start debate. I would say like I never exposed to debate in high school because when I was in high school I really into pantun so much. So I spent like my form 2 until form 5 fully in the pantun team. So basically I have macam like I have zero knowledge about debate tau, and I have this macam view yang macam orang yang masuk debate ni memang padu gila sebab macam because you know like you basically have to do and speak like very spontaneously on the stage, right? You have like macam you have that point je. So ini macam when I was in Tamhidi, I lost the opportunity to go into the Tamhidi punya group sebab I was like very timid at that time. Macam tak nak lah, aku tak layak lah benda kan. So jadi macam when I masuk first year and the faculty kan macam kita punya faculty kan macam ada macam this tradition yang hantar debat MC mesti daripada first year kan, kind of kan. Macam kalau boleh nak recruit budak first year kan. So then I was like at that time macam aku kena masa ni, I have to do this because I want to do this. Macam tu macam I have this macam view yang I need to make things out lah for this sebab memang aku nak benda ni macam tu. So jadinya benda waktu tu it was really hard for me because I expecting a lot from me tau. Macam waktu tu dia macam aku memang nak benda ni sebab back to the question why I start this, because I want that 7 minutes to myself and I want to speak macam dekat atas pentas tu macam 7 minit and semua orang kena dengar aku cakap macam tu. I have that macam that view tau. So sebenarnya sebab tu lah why I start debate, because I want people to listen to me. Very rare, I know, tapi it's okay. Okay, jap. Just now we have a little bit conversation on how we start how we win the NC kan, the Vice Chancellor competition. So for the audience and for the viewers, if you want to know that actually Hisham, Akil and another person just now Akil mentioned Kak Maira is
and also Alif Haziq.
Okay, Alif Haziq, shout out to them. Okay, lepas tu diorang sebenarnya dalam satu team debate, and waktu tu diorang Tamhidi, diorang menang the Vice Chancellor 2017, right? So 17 kan. And then for me myself, I masuk the MC at that time. I was in my first year, so it was 2019. With me in the team is me, Kak Umu and also Raihana. So we are actually the similarities between three of us is actually we actually the ex-champion. Ex-champion of the NC. So that is a little bit on our achievement lah sangat tu. Okay, so
Alhamdulillah.
So how is actually your journey during debate? I mean like during the preparation and stuff. I mean like because just now I mentioned kan macam debate ni actually not about fluency je kan, not about your English proficiency only. It's about like many other constituent and many other elements. So how the preparation going for you guys when you are going to the BNC and the intermediate, I guess? Maybe you can share some of the story. Interesting story.
Okay, I'll start. Yeah. To be honest, we didn't do much preparation. Like, I'm gonna be honest lah. A week before pun, I think just few days, right? We will tunduk lepak dekat cafe Tamidi tu, berbual. We did do some practice sessions, but other than that, not much really lah. But I remember in NC, I think, our group lah, our team we had two teams lah for Tamidi, right? Team A and Team B. The team consists of other Tamidis. We did a lot of reading. Macam bagi kita tajuk, okay, you take economy, you take politics, you take social issues, stuff like that. I remember that. I mean, and that helps a lot lah, because English debate, we're talking specifically about English debate, right? We don't really have much time, kan? Just officially we get 30 minutes, and we're not allowed to use any internet sources. We can print them beforehand, but other than that, yeah, just 30 minutes. We need to like really be very precise, very concise on what we want to take into the debating hall or debating room, right? Yeah, it's very I mean some tournaments even have 15 minutes only. So yeah, it's very sekejap je, yeah. That's why we need to be really analytical. We need to be really sharp lah in our thinking and how we want to spare. And then that's why bila masuk tu biasanya like 2-3 points je, maybe a bit of elaboration, and then set loose on stage, right?
Tapi macam kalau katakan lah korang yang tengah tengok ni macam pelik kan, apa beza debate English, Arab dengan Malay kan. Sebenarnya kalau korang nak tahu, kalau macam debate macam mana setiap debate bahasa tu diorang ada diorang punya challenge sendiri tau. Macam English debate, the challenge is you get the motion, like the motion is usul, okay? You get the motion 30 minutes before the tournament. So basically you just have that 30 minutes to prepare with whatever you have in your mind, because you cannot like Google it or something like during prep time. So that is how English debates works. Tapi kalau macam Arabic dengan Malay, diorang macam dapat topik macam beforehand. Diorang dapat all the motion like a few weeks I think before. So then diorang macam akan kena boleh cari lah, boleh macam search all the topics beforehand. But then diorang punya challenge is diorang memang kena datangkan statistik, like the facts, like real facts kan. So macam English debates is more towards macam our critical thinkings and macam how we evaluate and analyse the situation. So I think that is pretty much the same for everyone, for every English debaters. Their preparation is much more like that lah. So for Akil, kalau boleh macam flashback balik kan, macam waktu tu how was your feeling at that time? Macam anxious ke, pressure ke nak menang ni sebenarnya during that time?
Okay, so for NC debate lah kan, kita cerita pasal NC debate. So ke intermediate NC debate lah ke. Okay. So pasal intermediate tu memang Hisham and Humaira help me a lot, because I think that they carry me a lot lah macam tu. When we won the intermediate punya competition, so we decided to like our team had to enter the NC pula lah. Miss Afzal, right? Miss Afzal kita orang enter the NC debate lah. So NC debate whatever. Okay, lepas tu sebab intermediate dengan NC debate tu macam tak jauh sangat dia punya gap tu. So macam adalah fresh sikit lah yang dia punya tu. And I remember that the first tournament, the first round, we really just struggle sikit kot. So first round of NC baru nak panas semua kan. Usually macam tu pun in context lah. So Hisham is the third speaker. So usually Hisham will help me because I'm the first speaker. Oh, tak introduce right? In our team, I'm the first speaker. Hisham is the third speaker and Humaira is the second speaker. So the job of the first speaker is to like open up the case and whatnot, to be the prime minister, to be the leader of opposition. So Hisham will help me a lot in preparing and also giving out the point and whatnot. So yeah, Hisham lah macam really big thanks to Hisham and also Humaira sampai kan diorang nak tolong tu kadang tu Humaira tak sempat pun nak buat point dia macam tu. Sebab we really macam strive to like open bukan perfect lah, a good case lah maknanya sebab the starter tu macam kalau dah ada pincang ada macam like dah ada hole here and there, dia macam susah sikit nak menang lah macam tu. So kita memang struggle sikit lah untuk tu. So I found it that it really helped me lah untuk become more systematically sebab Prime Minister kan dia ada dia punya skema dia lah macam apa benda kita kena nak ada definition and whatnot semua tu. So macam tu lah. It is really macam adrenaline rush gila lah in 30 minutes tu macam tak sempat buat apa macam apa lagi macam tu lah. Lepas tu time masuk tu macam tak habis lagi menulis.
Faham sangat sebab macam as for me pun macam as for me pun as a first speaker dia untuk korang yang tak pernah tahu pun debate tu apa kan, macam first speaker tu actually you have to open up the case, macam basically you have to introduce what you bring to the audience lah, macam kenapa korang menyokong usul ni. So kalau katakan first speaker ni dia macam memang memegang tanggungjawab yang sangat besar lah gitu. Dia macam kena macam kena open up the case tu macam very structurally kukuh lah gitu. Dan tapi macam benda tu semua macam all the technical details kan. Macam as for me, my journey for debate MC, for me kan macam to be frank with everyone, to be honest, memang for me is very stressful jadi. Dia memanglah macam passion, okay, because I want to do this. Memanglah rasa macam okay, I am really passionate about this. But macam waktu tu benda yang aku rasa macam benda yang saya rasa macam sangat membuatkan saya pressure is because I think like I'm not good enough for this tau. So macam sebab macam waktu training kan kita macam selalu gila buat mock debate kan, macam like every night mesti ada mock debate kan. So macam every night macam korang akan act macam jadi adjudicator is judge for debate lah kan. Kalau korang jadi adjudicator macam korang point out benda apa yang tertinggal lah, benda semua tu. So macam every night I think like I'm not improvised enough, macam I'm not improving enough up to the par. So at the time I was like really stressful because I'm not like aim for the champion pun sebenarnya waktu tu, tapi I just it is my expectation myself lah, macam kenapa lah aku tak boleh buat benda ni, senang je kot macam tu. But it's not that healthy tu, tapi macam it's okay, it's just pengalaman. Okay, so I think let's move to our next question kan. From your experience kan, macam walaupun kita tak macam like not a very pro debater, not macam pergi tournament sana sini kan, macam with that very small amount of experience tu, benda the things that the most valuable thing yang macam I really macam treasure benda ni like for my whole life. Jadi macam kenapa macam aku masuk debate ni, this thing macam is very very valuable thing. What is the most precious moment and thing that you learn actually from this debate things? Apa?
Alright, I'll start. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, countless lah nak kira. But I think what I get a lot from debate lah is that, I mean, there are always two sides to a story lah. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to listen to both sides first. I mean, we want people to understand us, right? Yeah. But we also have to look. I mean, we may have an opinion. That is basically kan. But we also have to listen to the other person's side as well. I mean, you can't have just one-sided story, you know. It applies to life lah basically, right? Debating.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you see debating lah, because like debating, I mean, there's a tournament, there's a professional, what do you get the sport? Nice sport. I mean, professional tournament lah kan. But in a way, it's a skill for life lah. That's how I'm grateful that I got into debating and I can use it in pretty much every day lah. Yeah, that's how we see it.
So basically, you want to say like macam actually what you learn from debate is actually that you can relate it with your real life. Like you can relate what you do in debate in real life lah, macam gitu.
Yeah, because through debating. We want people to understand us as well, right?
Yeah.
And through debating, we learn how to organize our thoughts, you know,
Sure.
betul tersusun. Otherwise,
Betul.
we have an opinion, and then we have some reasons for it. But if you just like cakap semua satu, attack semua, people tak faham kan. So we susun elok kan, organize, elaborate one by one, and then take their point and then try to discuss further why their point is not at the best. Yeah, so it's a way of conversing people lah kan. We use that pretty much every day in life.
Yeah, betul. Macam I really like the point about the organize macam organize our thought, because I think that is one of the most important trait tau sebenarnya kita as a human being pun, sebab like for example macam kalau katakan one thing that I learned actually I also learned from debate is how to organize your thoughts, because me being a first speaker, you have to be like very structured. Okay, Akil, betul tak? You have to be like very macam you have this like benda yang like I have to say this, kalau tak say memang habislah case team aku jatuh bar semua kan. Because of that, I think like you have for me being a disorganized person, memang for me like I never like macam being very organized in all the thoughts and things tau. Tapi bila masuk debate, I have to. So unintentionally pun I train myself to be organized in terms of thoughts lah, bukan in terms of habits kau benda, tapi macam it's also actually resonate kan dekat benda tu. So macam it's a really interesting point lah. And another thing like you mentioned just now about how it's about listening both sides is actually also important, because actually debate train us to become an active listener kan. Macam kalau katakan korang sebab bila debate ni kita tak bukan kita just to the point of winning argument je, kita macam nak juga mematahkan argument diorang kan. So for us kita macam akan jadi macam a very active listener to macam point out things yang so macam kita lagi critical untuk tengok benda-benda tu. So yeah, I think it's a very good point. So Akil, how about you? What do you learn?
So for me, what I learned from debate is first and foremost, I think that I could talk, I could speak. I didn't believe that I could speak for 7 minutes English, full English, like for 7 minutes in front of the audience, you know, like isn't it crazy for me lah? Without looking that much to the text whatnot, because 30 minutes you cannot write much actually kan. Macam kita boleh tulis point and elaborate sikit-sikit, otherwise kita kena elaborate everything in our mind lah kan. So that's the first thing lah, right? The thing that I couldn't believe I could do, which is to speak for 7 minutes and non-stop semua. Secondly, I think that it really helped me to become more calm. You know, if you see me debating, I'm not that macam sangatlah harsh punya debater. I'm like I macam like satu-satu sikit lah, macam tu lah I debating. Macam mungkin tak boleh relate tapi that's how I debate. Like I didn't really like macam laju macam kat umur kan dia style laju kita. That's not me lah. Macam I think that I could really be more calm, and also the organized thing lah, the organized thought tu. It is really, really helpful, especially us in medical student kan, especially if bila masuk clinical tau. Sebab bila kita nak present case, we really need to organize our thought and whatnot. Bila kita macam nak present dekat doktor apa semua, sebab clinical ni memang all about presenting lah kan sebenarnya. Sebab lepas kita dah ada case apa semua, kita nak present, so we really need to organize our thought apa semua tu. Kenapa benda macam ni, kenapa benda macam ni, setelah. So macam like the causes, macam ada doktor pun macam ajar, macam like kalau kita nak bagi tahu causes of something tu, kita classify the causes tu. Macam causes dia satu pasal drug, satu pasal hematological causes, satu pasal infectious punya causes macam tu. So in debating tu macam dah really help me in organizing my thought lah. So become more calm and whatnot. So it really boost my confidence lah satu lagi. So macam bila masuk pre-clinical tu, bila present pun macam like kan kita macam ada banyak seminar semua tu I really don't feel that much of stage fright lah, to be honest lah. Macam so macam dah macam dah okay dah cakap ke depan kan. Macam for me lah, debate taught me that lah. So bila nak present ni, macam nervous tu ada, takkan tak nervous macam tipu pula kan. Macam overconfident kan. Nervous tu mesti ada, but once we start to talk tu macam like dah boleh dah, macam okay boleh go macam tu je lah. So it really helped me a lot lah. So,
Yeah.
so
Macam
and it also, satu lagi, it also really helped me in the bonding lah, sebab I really love family debate. Sebab macam bond macam kuat gila kau masa tu. Macam best lah. Okay, tu je.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Okay. I think like benda yang Aki mention just now kan macam really like interesting sebab macam like what Aki mention just now macam pasal siapa tadi yang first? Sekejap, aku lupa.
Boleh cakap 7 minutes tu.
7 minutes tu kan?
Yeah, 7 minutes.
Yang benda tu pun macam something yang for me is unbelievable juga lah for me to do sebab macam having that 7 minutes macam tadi what I mentioned kan, macam I want debate sebab I want like people listen to me the whole 7 minutes, like give the full attention. Then like because for me I really want to talk macam like to talk macam ni you know like what my first ambition is, macam one of the craziest ambitions that I have during macam waktu childhood punya dream kan. Itu kan macam waktu kecil-kecil kan kita macam ada cerita jadi saintis, jadi apa, angkasawan semua kan. So macam tu macam like crazy kan. But at the time macam sebab waktu tu macam kita memang limitless lah, macam mana kita tahu nak sambung, macam tak ada limit pun untuk kita dream kan waktu tu. And that time I remember like it was like when I was 10 ke 11 macam tu, I was macam first time dengar pasal PBB. You know PBB? United Nation. PBB dia punya bahasa Melayu. Okay. When I was macam tengok, okay, UN macam PBB kan. Macam, and then I macam a little bit research about that. Macam tanya mak ayah macam, PBB ni apa benda sebenarnya? Kan dia macam memperjuangkan hak kemanusiaan, humanity for all, blah blah blah. Lepas tu, at the time I was like, okay, I want to become UN advocates. Situ. And then from that moment macam okay, aku kena jadi advocates for something. Macam I have to like fight for something macam tu. So bila ada debate ni kan, it give me an opportunity for macam acah-acah fight for something lah. Because you basically like go up there, go on the stage macam you have to like pertahankan that motion kan. So actually simultaneously macam it bagi macam you actually pertahankan lah benda tu. So I think that is a really good experience. You have to speak up for something kan. Macam kalau katakan about dia macam paling minimum pun you have to speak up for yourself. Macam benda apa yang you nak, benda apa yang you tak nak. And then actually debates for me, it's really helped me in that terms. And then and also about the self-confidence, yeah, it really boosts your confidence a lot, like a lot. Because you know what, another things that is interesting about debate is how you grow along that journey. Because how like Akil and Hisham mentioned just now, at first like they don't know like how to speak in front of the people like for the whole 7 minutes, like crazy, right? But then day by day like you actually grow on that thing, macam you actually macam bit by bit actually slowly go macam achieve lah what where you are right now kan. And for me, what the best thing I learned about debate is actually the team spirits and also the comradeship. Comradeship, this the word. dia macam very interesting sebab I like untuk pengetahuan semua orang, I don't play sports. Okay, so then if I don't play sports, I don't know like macam sports kan macam selalu di-associatekan dengan like macam team spirit semua tu kan. So then I don't have I wouldn't say like I don't have that at all sebab macam basically kalau apa benda yang pertandingan yang berkumpulan mestilah you have that spirits kan. So like I of course like macam sebab I masa dulu waktu sekolah menengah I team pantun, of course I have that spirit. Tapi bila debate ni dia punya team spirit tu macam lain macam tau. Dia macam berkobar-kobar gitu. Macam badan ni kan. Dia macam waktu prep tu macam everyone macam help each other semua tu. So I think like it's really do matters lah benda tu. And plus we as a debate team, like a debate family, it really like debate family actually has this special spot in my heart gitu. Dia macam because I know like Akil and Hisham like never noticed this, but I really macam feel grateful to you guys macam a lot sebenarnya. Sebab macam for me like during NC time like I was said macam it was like such a hard time for me to deal with that, and you guys help a lot macam during the training and stuff, and you always like point out what to improvise and things, and I really grateful at that thing. And also like I grateful for like the small things that is not the technical things. For example macam korang datang waktu make debate, you know, like all this stuff. I think it's really macam it really matters to me. And then a small thing macam contoh lah macam waktu first time I got the best speakers, like Akil really congratulate me, like sincerely congratulating me, and I was like okay, that was like you know that kind
But
of
yeah,
feeling.
you
Okay.
really did great, you know.
I don't want to talk about
I
that.
was proud.
Yeah. I mean like that sense, and also like macam waktu debate NC like that final round kan macam it's very macam stressful day kan, macam at the very final round after that macam aku ingat macam I still remember macam Hisham belikan apple pie McD. So I think like benda-benda that small things really macam help me become more human lah. So macam because someone has like really this like such a good stuff to me, like I have to do good things to others too. So benda tu sebenarnya actually help you to become a better person. So conclusion guys, debates become help you to become a better person. Khalas, okay?
I think can I just one more point one thing macam debating satu debating family within your own group, and also macam you get to know like a lot of other people. Macam like from if you enter open university, other universities like
it really does.
Everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows everybody. Macam tu like very tight knit small community, right? Kind of like the medical fraternity juga lah, got some concept lah
Macam ada that macam that bond yang macam tak macam unspoken bond kan, macam tak tahu macam okay debate macam tiba dah ada that bond. Okay, I think like what about your opinion about like we have talked about like confidence, like maybe we can elaborate more on the communication part, because we are medical student kan, and it is really important for us to speak English, like especially and then to you know like have that all those soft skill in like presenting and stuff. So how do you think like macam debate from the first place for us is our mother tongue mestilah Malay kan, and kita cakap kita debate kan bahasa Inggeris kan. So macam mana korang rasa macam that bilingualism part tu macam kemahiran dua bahasa tu membantu korang, macam maksudnya dia membantu korang macam menajamkan pemikiran ke, sebab kadang-kadang kan kena convert ayat cepat kan. Macam fikir bahasa Melayu kena tiba cakap bahasa Inggeris ke macam ada tak pengalaman tu macam tu? Ada tak?
Stuff like that. I mean us medical students in Malaysia lah kan, memang we use bilingual, we are bilingual workers. So we take history from the patient, either usually Malay lah, but sometimes like you can teach Chinese, use Chinese lah, but usually Malay, and then we get all the information blah blah, we do a case and then we present in English. So I mean it's very helpful, really, because we need to use both languages. One point I do want to say, I do write it down, because I've been me and Akil have both been judges. I mean, as for me, I've never deducted marks for any grammar mistakes during debating. Like English debate, nobody really cares about grammar, as long how you speak, pronunciation, nobody cares really. English debate lah. You want to see how you think, how you so that is the point lah to say. Also pasal communication skills, English debate, personal point, my personal view is one of the most helpful out of all the debates, because we need to prepare points in like such a short amount of time, very small amount of time. And then, in real life, we also have to think very fast. I mean, as future doctors as well, yeah. I mean, that helps a lot, and how we can organize them very quickly. And then just, I mean, if you just write a few points and then straight away, they bail for like 7 minutes, or I mean, how much longer I want to talk to. So yeah, that's how I think. Feel lah.
So, and I think also macam we were talking about bilingualism kan, macam kalau katakan like even though kalau katakan korang macam korang tak dia macam mana, dia macam English, being good at English, like being very fluent at English, and for you to have this very high standards of English proficiency is all a plus actually. Actually, in debate or in anything we do in life, is actually we want to know macam how you actually deliver that point to someone. How do you persuade? How your persuasive skills actually. So then for me, like even if like anyone who is watching right now, macam kalau katakan korang nak try public speaking ke, korang nak try apa benda ke, ataupun macam korang ada this fear to present something but you want to overcome it, I think like a very good first step is for you to not to care too much about how the way you speak, or how the grammar, how the pronunciation. I mean, like all those stuff is all the technical stuff, and all this stuff if you have is a plus. I mean, like all of this thing is actually you know, like something that can be improvised. So don't worry too much about it. Just go for it and macam just present. It's after all we want to know that we want to hear what you want to tell us, and we will try to hear something like that. So don't worry too much about it. So okay, Hisham has mentioned about the bilingualism. So I want to ask Akil about how do you think about debates helps to widen your perspective points of view? How debates helps you to become more open-minded about something?
Okay, so in debating, you must know that we have motions, right? We have motions, and we have theme for each motion tu. Contoh macam theme dia sports ke, theme dia economic ke, theme dia politics ke, and whatnot. So to be a good debater, you must know at least lah pasal all those things lah. Otherwise, you cannot talk about it, right? So yeah, in debating, it really helps me when, okay, so frankly speaking, I'm a person that just like don't really care about other things, like, you know, macam politics, what's that, macam economic, whatnot. So I don't really bother to care about it, but when I enter the debate, so I need to know about it, you know. So it really helped me widening my point of view and how to look things in other perspective, you know. And also when debating, we have two sides of the teams, right? The side of the opposition and also the government. So we also, when we are preparing the case, we also need to think what other members, other teams will come up with for us to like preparing for the rebuttals, to like to clash out their points and whatnot. So it really helps me to analyze and critical thinking, and also think more widely. Macam, so if I'm at the opposition team, what would I do? And if I'm in the government team, what would I do? Macam tu. So bila fikir tu jadi macam lagi broadening our scope lah of the tu. So macam it really macam helps me a lot lah. And also in life pun macam kita tak adalah macam dah tengok satu benda tu macam like satu part je, and we don't bother to like want to know about other side macam tu. So and I and Hisham also have the experience of being educators, which is judges lah for the debate team ni. And yelah, kita kena dengar dua-dua side kan, macam baru kita boleh decide which team wins apa semua tu. So yeah, so bila baca apa-apa berita dekat social media ke apa semua boleh dapat ni, macam for me right now ni macam I don't believe yang 100% terus lah sekarang. So macam dah macam betul ke macam terus ada macam bukan kesan siang lah, macam it could be different from other side of the story. So I don't really think that I need to hear from one side and to make a conclusion and whatnot macam tu. And it is not my job pun to make a conclusion, but for macam for myself, for a better being of me kan, macam taklah kita ambil tu bulat-bulat pasal kita macam terus serap tu 100% and we incorporate it in our stuff macam tu. So it is not good lah. So this debating really like widening my perspective and how we see things in real life also, bukannya dalam tournament je macam tu lah. Yeah. So macam tu lah.
Yeah. Macam tadi pun Hisham ada mention sikit kan about like hearing things. Hearing things. Dia macam apa, macam to see things from both sides kan. Macam I think that is a very important thing satu. And then like tak tahu lah korang macam experience ke tak benda ni, tapi macam once you debate like competition, you tiba-tiba macam nak ambil tahu about semua benda, even though dah habis competition, tapi macam you tiba-tiba macam nak pasal benda ni kalau katakan masuk motion ni dapat macam ni, dapat tackle, dia macam tiba-tiba nak ambil tahu pasal semua benda. Lepas tu and another thing pasal widening your points of view ni kan dalam debate, kadang-kadang we got the usul or motion yang macam memang tak kena dengan kita punya principle. Kadang-kadang dia macam betul. For example
banyak kali
okay. For example macam at waktu the debat NC, I pernah dapat motion about feminism, and then I pernah dapat motion pasal pro Israel. So I mean like all of these things, of course I'm not part of it, macam not part of that ideological or like gaya pemikiran yang macam gitu kan. But then we have to do it like by hook or by crook, sebab we have to pertahankan benda tu kan. So at the same time for me like benda tu actually help you to empathize with the other part. Macam you macam boleh membayangkan diri you berada dekat tempat macam tu. Okay, kenapa dia fikir macam gini? So then kita pun macam tak adalah macam menolak benda tu, tapi menolak macam mentah-mentah sahaja tau. Maksudnya kita tahu kenapa dia buat benda tu, and then kalau kita nak tolak pun kita tahu reason kita kenapa. So in terms of our like macam mana, in terms of kita macam tak adalah rasa sangsi ke, rasa macam tak macam doubtful ke, kenapa aku sebenarnya tolak benda ni, macam kita macam more firm in our principles sebenarnya. I think that's really help a lot. Actually I think we talk about quite a lot kan. Dah lama je. so I think let's come to our conclusion ke belum lagi?
Can I add a bit about the bilingualism? Okay,
sila.
First, macam like Hisham cakap lah, memang in real life when we as a medical student kan, we akan clock the patient lah, taking history from the patient. Memang most of the time memang patient akan cakap Melayu lah. Memang so bila cakap Melayu tu, macam for me, this debate really helped me to like think fast in converting in between Malay and English. So bila I took history from the patient, I memang jot down tu terus in English lah. Macam I don't need to jot down in Malay and then later I jot down in English macam so it save my time. So macam tu lah. So bila patient cerita-cerita tu macam I terus for me I terus macam tanya, terus English and also in medical term lah, macam kena tahu jugalah macam knowledge in medical term tu untuk tu. And also one more thing, because I always join macam simposium macam like kadang tu macam workshop yang di-handle oleh universiti luar. So we will meet a lot of other medical students, and most of them most of them yang bukan Malay lah, non-Malay. So being sort of bilingualism ni, macam I could confidently speak with them and can have conversation with them without being fear lah. So kan ada satu orang kan dia macam takut orang judge English dia apa semua tu. So I can just like go and approach them and just like, oh really, like sembang-sembang macam how's your medical school punya cara macam semua tu. And they sebenarnya macam okay je sebenarnya. Macam you don't have to be good in English to have conversation sebenarnya. Macam kita cakap tadi, conversation is when you are communicating with one another and other person understand you and you understand that, that's okay. Macam tak perlu pun like bombastic words and whatnot. You can be you can have a bombastic words apa semua, tapi orang tak faham. So what's the point? Kita just use simple English, sebab in debate pun kita guna simple English je. Kita tak ada guna macam bombastic words je. Tak dapat makan lebih pun macam tu. Itulah tambah untuk bilingualism.
I think I agree with Akil juga. Like language is just a tool kan, just the medium between two people. I mean, more important, I mean, in bed, more how you think, the language is important lah, obviously, but you don't have to like, it's just a tool, I mean, that's what I mean lah.
You don't have to be perfect lah.
No need.
Macam hold too much dekat fact yang macam korang kena fluent cakap English baru boleh cakap. It's not like that. Macam benda tu need practice and stuff. So macam janganlah rasa macam insecure kalau you guys use very basic English ke, macam tak ada fancy words ke. I mean like, it doesn't matter though, because sebab benda tu kadang-kadang benda tu comes with practice kan. Macam kalau katakan korang nak cakap macam English perfection, korang kena practice lah. Macam tak boleh dah expect tiba cakap dah fluent tiba-tiba gitu. Sejaknya I think we have talked a lot about debating, and we really hope that we actually talk about something lah. Tak adalah macam berbual saja. Macam I hope like people boleh dapat lah. Sebelum I came into certain conclusion, korang ada tak macam benda yang like I will say macam encouragement to macam siapa-siapa yang dengar ni atau siapa yang tengah tengok ni, macam mana korang nak encourage diorang untuk actually go to the front and try to speak up or voice out about something. Macam contohnya kadang ada macam session macam MSC pun macam ada macam session macam Nisaa, speakers corner ke, mimbar apa benda tu. Benda-benda tu semua macam mana korang nak macam encourage diorang actually try, go. Actually banyak benefit korang boleh dapat daripada public speaking, debating semua ni. Ada tak benda yang korang nak encourage to them?
What I think lah, I mean, how I can encourage people, I just want to say like, your opinion matters lah, that's what I say. I mean, everyone has opinions, I mean, people tend to just like hold it up, macam just jauh ataupun jadi keyboard warrior, that's another story. But, I mean, you have an opinion, you want to voice it out, you want to tell it to other people. So I mean, that's a good encouragement lah. Start, I mean, don't worry about what other people think, just macam, di depan, just imagine that yourself talking with your friend. I mean, start with your friends first, and then go a larger group, and then to the front of the class, and then maybe one day you become a speaker in Stethocast here, so that everybody can hear what you want to say lah. I mean that's
that is actually okay. Cakap.
One more. And I think it's really good. I mean, you have an opinion, but another thing is like, what I learned also through debating is that we need to challenge our own opinions. I mean, when we start, I mean, we come from various backgrounds and semua tu, and our opinion, I mean, atau our viewpoint may not actually be the correct one, or may not be the complete truth, or you know, I mean, you understand what I mean, right? So by voicing our opinion, and somebody like trying to say something back or argue against you, and then you try, in a way, you try to widen your horizon, POV lah, a point of view on your points, and essentially by doing this you get out of your comfort zone and then you grow, really grow as a person. As a human being.
It's really important thing yang Hisham point out tadi. Dia macam mana, dia satu, you guys have to know that you are actually a member of this community, you are actually the member of this society, so your opinions really matters most lah. Macam korang mungkin akan macam siapa je nak dengar aku cakap, for example, tapi macam actually what you are about to say are actually will change other people's life, for example. Sebab macam kadang-kadang benda yang korang cakap tu actually macam is something new for them, and you never know that macam mungkin benda tu are actually giving them macam such some kinds of hopes ke, ataupun macam some kind of like I know like insight ke, macam for them to do something, or maybe inspiration for them. So janganlah rasa timid, rasa macam siapa nak dengar aku cakap, tak ada. You just go for it, okay? And then another thing that macam Hisham cakap just now about challenging your own opinion, that is really important. Sebab we are at the age of people want to be like the first to know everything, and people want to be the know everything. You know, like the person yang the one yang know everything in the room. Macam that is actually for me a bad trait, because you will never know everything about a person just you know, like by their appearance. So macam kalau katakan korang ada macam thoughts, macam something, yang opinion yang korang macam aku memang betul ni, tapi korang tak pernah nak menyuarakan benda tu, so no one can ever challenge that even though benda tu memang salah. So bila like you voice out that your very opinion tu, macam you are actually open up the room for discussion lah, basically. Macam people akan boleh macam ada people yang macam ada different points of view like that is different from yours, macam boleh macam point out things, and you know, like you can have like this kind of conversation and discussion, and then and the outcome will never be bad lah sebenarnya kalau katakan korang take benda tu positively. So yeah, it's really important for you to like voice out things, how you feel, and also like macam kalau in terms of public speaking ni, macam benda yang korang rasa matters, memang kena voice out. Okay, for Akil pula macam mana?
For apa ni? Word of encouragement ke apa?
Macam tu. Macam mana maybe some words nak encourage people.
Encourage people to
go
speak
for
up.
public speaking. To macam speak up.
Okay, so this is for the people yang memang macam like have the interested of going macam to speak out in public lah macam ni. So I will not touch on the macam like introvert people ke tak apa lah. So macam like this is like for the people that macam have the opinion, macam like want to speak out something that didn't have the courage to macam tu. So sebab ada je manusia yang dia suka more prone to bagi pendapat tu through words macam tu. So macam every human being is different kan. Macam ada orang suka type panjang-panjang, macam like buat macam penulisan to give up their opinions. Ada orang suka bercakap, ada orang suka apa lagi, buat dalam bentuk benda lain lah kot, macam poem ke apa semua macam tu lah. So for the people who wanna try macam like mungkin first time speak in public, just go for it. Macam orang kata eat the frog lah, macam benda susah kan, macam just eat the frog macam tu. So do the thing that you fear the most, and you will be very bad at it at the first place. You will suck at it. Okay, tu memang natural dia memang macam tu. So bila first time kita buat ni, bila kita bercakap kat depan ataupun bila kita try to voice out our opinions apa semua, apart from macam Hisham dah cakap your opinions better and whatnot semua ni macam like more kepada keyakinan lah kot. Bila kita cakap ni memang you will suck at it, memang kau akan rasa macam apa aku cakap tadi macam dah merapu apa semua, dan maybe you have a stage fright, but congratulations, you already ate the frog, you know. Macam like you had gone through the hardest part, which is for you to come out in front macam tu. So bila once kau dah buat benda tu sekali, lepas tu it is your decision pula lah to continue or to stop. Tapi I would suggest for you to just go continue, macam like just go on with tu lah, macam like improve. And yelah, sebab everything in this life, benda first time kita buat, kita memang akan suck. Macam contoh macam kita nak club patient pun nanti, macam Syafiqah nak masuk clinical dan nak club patient. Your first patient yang kau akan club nanti really suck macam tu. So first presentation dengan doktor akan suck. Dia macam tu, memang nature dia macam tu. So the first thing, contoh bila kita belajar buat procedure apa semua kan, kita buat physical examination kan, first time kita buat memang suck. It's not a big deal pun. Macam everyone, memang semua orang first time tak akan perfect macam tu. Memang akan bad lah idea. So the same things goes when you want to speak out your opinion ke, when you want to become more public lah, macam speak in the public, public speaking. Just try lah, macam just try je macam tu lah. Macam tak adalah nak ajar benda technical sangat, just try then eat the frog. And insyaAllah you will be fine. Tak adalah macam lepas buat tu kita mati ke apa, tak ada kan macam tu. Macam mesti kita macam like I am still me. Macam lepas kau cakap pun bukan tiba-tiba kau berubah macam jadi orang lain macam tu. You are still you. And congratulations, you had added a value in your life macam tu.
Yeah, that's a very good word to put it. Sebab macam kalau katakan betul lah yang macam aku cakap kan, kadang aku pun lupa juga macam benda setiap orang ni kan memang berbeza kan. Macam like ada orang preference dia macam nak speak out, macam nak speak, macam more to public speaking and stuff, and ada orang memang pada apa ni writing and stuff. So macam like although like we punya personality is very different, but it is important for you to voice that things out lah in whatever macam in whatever tools you are using, sebab benda tu matters kan. Okay, so then eat the frog. So don't worry too much about it. Like things akan go macam things will never go wrong sangat pula. Dia macam pada tidak pun dia macam alamak gitu je. Dia tak adalah macam dia tak adalah
tiba-tiba
macam
mati je, contoh dia habis tidur.
cardiac arrest, tak adalah. Tapi benda tu memang added a value lah to your life. Macam korang akan stay korang, tapi korang rasa macam tiba-tiba empowered tau. Macam oh, I've done something like macam I never thought that I do this, and then like macam korang akan lagi more confident and stuff. So go for it, okay? Jangan nak takut-takut sangat lah. Nothing will happen. So I think that's wrap up our session. So like to put into conclusion, banyak sebenarnya kebaikan berdebate ni. Itulah kan sebenarnya macam nak macam the very simple word sebenarnya the macam ni bagi menjawab balik our topic for today kan, macam the appeal of debate and public speaking tu sebenarnya banyak. Korang je macam nak ke tak nak macam gitu. Kalau katakan korang nak, macam korang nak try for public speaking ke, for like macam working your presentation to it flawless kan, for example, sebenarnya banyak je cara. Korang je yang kena reach out and find and try to do your best now in whatever you do. So with that, I really would like to thank you. I really want to macam give like a huge thanks to like our two wonderful speaker for today. Because for your insight and for your thoughts and all your for your like opinions and your kind words for encouraging people. Thank you so much. And for those out there yang tengah tengok ni, and jangan lupa to apply for speaker for Stethocast. Sebab setakat ni kita tak ada speaker lagi. So kalau kata-kata tak ada speaker, kita buat apa? Kita recycle speaker. Tak nak recycle speaker kan? So apply lah untuk Stethocast. So korang dah penat kan tengok muka kita. So apply lah untuk jadi host juga. So and for information, today is 20th of February. So please, you guys wish my birthday. Cepat-cepat nak dengar.
Alah, baru nak baca cepat tadi.
Cepatlah wish birthday.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
May
Syafika.
Allah bless you.
Thank you so much. Okay. Tu je.
Kata nak buat off camera.
Okay, that's all from us. From me, Syafika, and then from
Nisha.
Okay, and thank you so much for tuning in and stick around to the end of this episode. And jangan lupa untuk tekan like, subscribe channel MSC, and also leave any comments or anything yang macam korang rasa korang nak dengar untuk next episode ke, tinggalkan dekat dalam comment section kat bawah. Okay. Stay safe and stay healthy and stay happy everyone. Bye-bye. Yeah. Assalamualaikum. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Dah.
Habis.